Imagine the final days of Adolf Hitler, the world's most feared dictator trapped deep inside a bunker in Berlin. For decades, history books have told us the same story. Hitler took his own life on April 30th, 1945. But just before her death, his own sister-in-law revealed chilling secrets that turned this story upside down. Hitler's family tree is rarely discussed. Among the few relatives who lived to tell the tale was Gretl Braun's cousin, and later, through marriage, Hitler's sister-in-law. For years, she stayed silent, but in the late years of her life, she shared memories of those terrifying final days in the bunker. She described the bunker not as a command center, but as a tomb. The air was thick, food supplies were running out, and paranoia consumed everyone. Soldiers loyal to Hitler were no longer confident. They whispered that the Soviets were only blocks away. What she revealed most shockingly was not about Hitler's death itself, but about the atmosphere inside. According to her, Hitler was not the powerful leader we read about in history books during those last hours. He was a broken man. His hands trembled constantly, his voice cracked, and he often stared into space as if he knew the end was near. One of her claims was that Hitler spoke about betrayal more than strategy. He believed his generals had abandoned him, and even accused some of secretly working with the enemy. The sister-in-law remembered him screaming, "No one is loyal anymore." His final obsession was not victory, but paranoia. But the most disturbing part of her revelation was about Eva Braun, Hitler's longtime companion, who married him only a day before their supposed suicide. The sister-in-law swore that Eva never wanted to die. She recalled Eva whispering to her, "I don't want this to end here. I don't want to be buried under concrete." So why did she stay? According to the sister-in-law, Eva was torn between escape and loyalty. At one point, she even begged one of the guards to help her get out. But the order was clear. No one leaves the bunker alive. Then came April 30th, 1945. History tells us Hitler shot himself, while Eva took poison. But the sister-in-law's version adds a layer of mystery. She said that after a gunshot echoed through the halls, no one was allowed to enter the Führer's private room for nearly an hour. The guards carried out a body quickly, wrapped in a blanket. But she never saw Hitler's face again. She insisted until her death that the body burned outside might not have been Hitler's at all. The chaos, the rushing soldiers, and the secrecy left her convinced that something else happened, something the world was never told. And this wasn't the first time such doubts surfaced. Soviet investigators themselves once claimed the remains they recovered did not match Hitler. Yet the sister-in-law's testimony gave these theories a personal, emotional touch. She was there, hearing the screams, smelling the smoke, and watching Eva Braun break down in tears. In her final interview, she said, "The world believes it knows how he died, but I saw enough to question everything. What I remember most is the fear, the silence, and the fact that no one truly knew what happened behind that closed door." So did Hitler really die in that bunker? Or was history shaped by chaos, lies, and cover-ups? Even decades later, the words of his own sister-in-law leave us wondering, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more untold history.